Hi crafty friends, I'm working in my Junky Junk Journal today. I'm going to decorate 2 pages using things that we'd normally throw out. I have really been waiting to work with this. This is packaging from pasta. As soon as I saw it, I knew I had to keep it. It's going to go in today's pages. For my Junky Junk Journal, I am working the pages in order. So the pasta packaging doesn't match the next pages, which is the green with the parrot. So I'm going to go more for green items. This is packaging from some journal cards from Kaisercraft. The inside's got that beautiful green with white spots. I have a few bits of scrap, this die cut leftover piece, some scrapbook paper, and some inky background paper. I'm going to just see where the pieces are going to fit. I'm really loving that scalloped edge die cut negative. I call it a negative. I'm not sure if that's the correct word. It's sort of what's left over when you punch out the die cut. And it's got a green trim, which I think matches. I want that to go on the one end. And then I have this, which is a bit of a thicker cardboard because it actually is packaging. And I'm thinking of placing quite a big section on the left-hand side. I want a little bit of the white background page showing because it matches the white dots of this paper, and it's also a page from an old diary. I've cut it a little bit smaller. My little scalloped die cut piece is going to fit on the left, and now I'm going to stick this down with clear craft glue. You'll notice the piece I've just stuck down doesn't fit exactly on that page. It's longer on the top and the bottom. I've done that on purpose because it is such a junky junk journal. Sorry, I like using that term, junky junk. I want things to be spilling over and not everything needs to be aligned. I like it all quite haphazard. I'm loving the green with the spots, so I want to carry that over to the right-hand side. So I thought I'll use a strip and make a small pocket at the bottom of this page. I seem to be using a lot of masking tape in my projects lately. I'm really loving it. So I'm going to use it here too. Besides the fact that I think it looks really good, it also creates some additional security to hold these pieces down. I'm putting a piece at the bottom too, and then I'm going to fold it over onto the next page. I don't mind that it's showing, it's all part of the aesthetic. Now we need to put a few things to decorate the pocket, and then we're also going to fill it. This is a sticker from a washi tape that I recently got, and then I have a little scrap piece of paper I just found on my desk. I like the black and white, so I'm just going to stick those down. Looking around on my desk to see what else I can use, I found this black number, which is the negative of a number 2 die cut. If you watch the full deck challenge, you'll remember me using this. I'm going to stick this down. I love the black contrast, and it adds a little bit of drama to the pocket. Going to use this strip of scrapbook paper to add a little pocket filler. It's pretty long, so I'm just going to add some glue in the middle and fold it in half so it's double. You can use it as a journaling space in the front and the back. There's a dollop of old glue at the top, which I'm going to tear off. It tears some of the color off, but I don't mind. I think it all just adds to the charm. I have a piece of trim to add to it. I'm just trying to see which is the best way. I'm going to attach it at the top, sort of like the tie of a tag, and just going to staple that in place. This is a used envelope from one of the rubber stamps I recently got from Your Creative Studio. I'm not going to do anything to that envelope. I'm just going to pop it right into the pocket. This is a cover from a scrapbook pad that I have. I like the black contrasts. So I'm just going to cut out 2 of the squares. These were actually showing what the papers looked like inside, and I'm going to fold that in half, sort of like a journaling card. You can write on the inside. As this journal series is to show you how to fill your journal pages, I'm also going to do some writing. A lot of people often ask, how do other people write in their journals? Where do they write? Well, this is how I do it. I do it in all directions, whatever suits the page. I also use different pens and different size handwriting. Because the background is quite bright with the green, I'm using a thicker fine liner and a larger font. I'm using the ruler just to keep my writing straight. And in this journal, I'm writing about junk journaling, what it is, how we do it. I also talk about mixed media and different journaling techniques. Going to also fill the little tag with some writing. I'm using a thinner fine liner here as also the space is smaller. Adding a little bit more detail by adding a thin line around the journaling card. Let's fill this space too. We don't call them journaling spots for nothing. I like my pockets pretty full and pretty overstuffed. I have a piece of green paper from an old dictionary. It was one of the front pages. So I'm just going to fold that up and pop it into the envelope. It's a little bit bigger than the envelope, so it's going to stick out the top so that the color continues there. Now for that pasta packaging that I love so much. It's made of a soft like an acetate or a thick cellophane, so it's going to be shiny. I don't mind that too much as it's going into this junk journal. I'm going to use more pieces in an art journal in future, and I may tone down that shine, but that is a future project. For now, I'm going to cut this out and see how I'm going to place it onto my page. I do have that blue flower in the bottom left that I'd placed here quite a few weeks ago. It's going to probably get covered up, but that's okay. I want to fill this entire left page with this beautiful print. I'm going to use a clear craft glue to stick this down, and I'm loving that the background paper is that craft color, so the design really stands out. I want to continue this pattern across to the other page, so I'm going to cut out a few of the square designs separately. For this page, there's not going to be a lot of writing. It's going to be more just about the design. Not every page has to be filled with writing. So I'm going to concentrate on just getting the design across both pages. And it's a good thing that the background pages are rather plain. So it really is all about the design. Oh gosh, I love that. I am going to add a small piece of writing just to finish off the page. I have a torn piece of white card that's going to go on the bottom left of this page. I have this white doily that I think I'm going to add. The white of the doily I think is a good balance with the white of the page on the right. So I'm just going to cut it in half and then stick that down on the bottom left as a background to the wording that I'm going to stick down. I used some double-sided tape, and then I thought I'll also use some glue stick just to make sure it sticks down well. And then I thought the writing I made first is maybe now a little too big for this section. So I'm going to try and make it a little bit smaller and more longer and across. I think that will look better on the page. And I'm going to make the writing a little smaller with a thinner pen. But I will keep that original piece that I wrote first. I can use that somewhere else in the book. At first I was going to stick it flat, and then I thought I will just bend over the one end and just stick down the left hand side. You can actually flap it up so you don't totally lose that design that's behind. I've just put a bulldog clip there for now just to hold it down while it is drying. I do think these are two of my favorite pages of this journal. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch another episode of my Junky Junk Journal. I really hope you enjoyed it and were inspired to create your own. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell so you're notified every time I upload new content. Thanks again for watching. Happy creating, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.